On the 9th day of Christmas, Melissa gave to you the Queen Mikachu and a boomer dog. Say hi, Boom! Welcome to day 9, holy moly, day 9 of 12 days of Christmas. I cannot believe we have made it this far. I honestly didn't think I would make it. I was like, Melissa, you're committing to this, and knowing you, about like 3 videos in, you'll be like, I can't do this anymore. Sitting here and filming every day by yourself can be a little daunting, but it's been really fun. I've really enjoyed this and creating a variety of looks, and I feel like as the days have gone on, I've gotten more and more festive. Today we are doing red. A lot of you guys had requested that I do holiday colors like green and red. Yesterday I did green, today I'm doing red. Anytime I've done a red eyeshadow look, I get stopped by men, women, children, cats, dogs. Everybody wants to know how you got that Cheeto eye. So if you wanna be that cool person this holiday season, ringing in the new year, keep on watching. Look at what 12 Days of Christmas is doing to my skin. But I'm committed for day 9. Okay, I'm gonna start by adding a little bit of my foundation I'm going to be using on my face to this area, so that way when I blend my eyeshadow, it blends out, and then when I add my foundation, I'm not having to add foundation around this area and ruin the eyeshadow. I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Organic Wear. Still not the right shade, it's a little dark, but I really liked it that one time I used it for a new and beauty video, so this is going to be my foundation for the day. Definitely, I think one of the best drugstore foundations out there right now. I know this seems weird, but it makes total sense when you do your eyeshadow first. Let's cover this pimple up too while we're at it. Since I went a little higher with the foundation, I'm also gonna just fill in my brows now. I'm gonna take a small synthetic brush, my LH 306, and dust this area to do my brows. So I'm gonna use the Hourglass Veil Powder today. This is a talc-free powder. And I'm literally gonna dust over the brow hairs, brow bone, and outer edge. So this is gonna help with blending and also to help guide the eyebrow pencil so it's not slipping and sliding everywhere when you're applying. Mary J. applying. Mary J. applying, I'm so random. And today I'm going back to my #1 gal, the DIOR Universal Brow Styler in number 001 Universal Brown. Similar concept to the last video, the green eyeshadow. Ugh, still my favorite, it's gonna be a tough one to beat. You want an eyeliner that has that same tone to get the same vibrancy from the eyeshadow and get it to be true to color. The closest I found was this Linda Hallberg, I think it's a multi-use pencil, it's called Anger Mood. LH Cosmetics, she's the same artist that makes the brushes that I love using. So I'm gonna use this as my base on the eyelid. So all over the eyelid and mainly in the outer V. And have your blending brush on hand, also by Linda. You guys, if you don't follow her, she is such an incredible artist, like incredible, nothing tops her artistry, I don't think. So I'm gonna keep the 304 brush on hand so the pencil doesn't have a chance to set. And it's okay if the blend is messy, you can always clean it up afterwards. We are bringing back the Melt Cosmetics Muerte palette because look at these tones right here. These are gonna be absolutely perfect for this look, starting off with Corazon. You guys all are mi corazones. I always say that to Kyle. I say he's mi corazón de melón. I'm taking an LH 303 and packing this red shade onto the outer V. And once it's on there pretty good, I'm gonna take a Smith 247 brush. MAC makes a pretty similar one, just take a look at the shape. Let me know if you guys want me to do that more often when I show the brush, just show it in detail. I'm gonna use this to buff out the outer edges and make it look really nice and soft. This is the most beautiful shade of red. Wow, Laura and Dana kill it with pigment. I said that before, they just are like the pigment queens, never fails. Next I'm going in with Sangre. And I'm gonna apply that more towards the lash line. So still on the outer V, but very, very low. I'm not gonna take it up high. And then using that same brush from before and diffusing it into the red. So you're almost blending down. Instead of blending it up, I'm blending and buffing it down and out. I might use one other shadow, like right here, but first I want to see what this Dose of Colors Block Party eyeshadow in Sizzle does on the eyelid. And I'm gonna swatch each of the shadows for you guys on my hand like I did with the last one, just because I am jumping around palettes and I know that can be annoying. So I want you guys to just really pay attention to the colors and the finishes versus dwelling on the fact that you may not have the Muerte palette and the Pat McGrath palette and the Block Party shadow. Just pay attention to the colors and then try and match them with what you have in your collection. You can also use a lip liner if your eyes aren't sensitive to red pigment. Get creative, guys. Makeup has 0 rules, or there are rules, but they're meant to be broken. All right, I'm gonna take my fingertip and apply this right here. Also, have you guys been digging the transition of the progression of my nails in these tutorials? It's like one day she has a full set that looks beautiful, the next day one's missing. Day 9 or 8, whatever day we're on, she has no nail polish again. Ooh, this looks good. I might not add a shadow in between because I feel like this, I don't want to ruin the true red tone. I'm gonna take a Smith 230 and start buffing out these edges. I'm gonna use that same brush that I used to blend out the focus, there you go, the cream pencil. I'm gonna use that to pick up the Dose Block Party shadow, mist it with this Lancome Fix It and Forget It spray, and then repack it back onto the lid and see what it does. I mean, it definitely makes it look more glossy. Ooh, flamin' hot Cheeto eyes. I think yesterday I showed you guys how to do the lower lash line before foundation. Today I'm gonna do another technique. I'm gonna do foundation and then do the lower lash line afterwards. But before I do, I am gonna use one of my Brandless facial wipes. I'm gonna use this instead to clean up the shadow and any fallout, which there's actually very, very minimal fallout. It really stuck to that red pencil. I'm gonna try something risque and try a new item on camera during 12 Days of Christmas, which I said I wouldn't do. I'm gonna try this Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Silk Hydrating Primer. I just gave it a whiff, and it smells like, or at least, this gonna sound so weird. I imagine Fenty products is what Rihanna smells like. Cut to Fenty Beauty never wanting to work with me again because Rihanna's like, that girl is weird. Okay, I'm gonna use this to hydrate and prime. Smells like Rihanna. Going in with that Physicians Formula Organic Wear, shade 06 medium. You guys, don't make fun of me. It's gonna be dark. If you saw the New and Beauty video where I used it, you already know what's coming. I'm gonna apply it with a brush and then blend it out with my Ofra sponge. This foundation did such a good job at covering up my blemishes. Oh, the color right now, don't worry. When I add concealer, it'll all balance out. But just look at how good it is at covering up pimples. Seriously, one of the best drugstore foundations. I don't know if it's long wearing. The finish is definitely like a natural like satin skin finish, not super, super matte, not dewy. Almost reminds me of like a luminous silk type finish where it's matte but not like matte, you know? Like sucks the life out of you matte. And the ingredients in it are supposed to be better for your skin, so if you're having a few breakouts and need something that'll cover them up in one sweep, there you go. Hopefully you pick out the right color. Because I'm gonna be using my concealer to highlight and sort of contour at the same time, since the foundation is darker, I want a concealer that isn't super, super matte, has like some blendability to it. I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Born This Way. I might just use almond, but I usually mix in gold and beige to get my skin tone, but we'll see. We might need almond to just come through. Color is looking a little bit better. Going to also highlight the center, wrong color. Going to also highlight the center of the face. And voila, we're back to a normal color. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with that same Hourglass Veil Powder and set. I really liked the way my under eyes looked when I used the LH brush to set the under eyes. So I'm gonna try and do that again and see if I get the same result with the Hourglass powder. So the LH304, I'm gonna pick up the powder and press it underneath the eyes. But then I'll still go in with a sponge afterwards and press it onto the rest of the face. And I so badly want to miss myself, but I always recommend waiting. Boomer, decide if you want to be in the filming room or out of the filming room. Now that he's allowed, he takes advantage. By the way, he wasn't allowed in the filming room because one time he got tangled up in all the wires and almost knocked over my whole setup. I always recommend waiting to spray yourself. I like to do it right before highlighting because if not, blending out your bronzer and blush, it can get really tricky. It'll stick to your skin. So I'm gonna bronze now. I haven't used this in so long, Hoola Lite. I want a subtle bronze and I think this will do it for me. So I'm gonna use my Hourglass brush to add a little warmth. If it doesn't add warmth, I'll go with another bronzer, but I feel like it usually does the trick. And actually, before I go any further, I am going to complete this lower lash line. So I'm just gonna point at the shadows and run through the motions. Try and save a little time here. You guys are probably sick of me after day 9 of 12 Days of Christmas. Almost forgot to swatch all the different eyeshadows for you guys, so let me just apply this eyeliner and then I'll swatch them for you on my hand. I'm gonna fill in my upper and lower waterline with the Dose of Colors eyeliner in the shade Dark Roast. Toasty. This is the color of the eyeliner. It's like a matte, deep, deep brown that almost translates plum, and definitely with the eyeshadows it'll translate plum. I'm gonna swatch the shadows really quickly on my hand. We're gonna hold off on mascara and completing the eyes until after I have misted the skin because you don't want that dripping anywhere on the face. You worked very hard on this complexion. I mean, you guys saw what it looked like when I first applied the foundation. Okay, we've come a long way. So for blush, I wanna stick with these red tones, and then for the lip, I think I'm just gonna do a gloss. Keep it really, really simple and let the eyes steal the show. I'm gonna use this one, but very, very, very lightly, okay? We're not gonna get carried away with this blush because it's intense, but the undertone matches. So I'm gonna use that same Hourglass brush. It just has like the softest, it feels like a little kitten paw is hitting your face. I'm sure when a cat hits your face, it's not as gentle. On my arm right here, I'm gonna initiate the application. So that way when I go on the face, it gives me a nice, soft, even application. No blotchiness, no super intense pigment, just the right amount of color. So still went on blotchy, what's happening? This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Powder Blush, and you had me at Merlot. Well, guess what? You had me at no, because I don't know what is happening here, but there is one powder I own that seems to always save the day. Giorgio Armani Neo Nude in shade number 4. This is an actual foundation powder, and it gives your skin such an awesome and beautiful ethereal finish. So I don't like to use it. You can use it as an actual foundation powder, but I like to use it to fix things like blush when it doesn't want to cooperate. So I just sweep the powder over the blush and see how it instantly makes it look softer. It's such a lifesaver. If your foundation isn't looking blended, if anything isn't looking blended on your face, this powder always does the trick. Now that we softened that out, I feel like this is a perfect opportunity to try this Fenty, another new Fenty product, the Kilowatt Foil Freestyle Highlighter in Ruby Riches. Look at how it's spelled and look at how intense it is. So for this, I'm using this little Lexi brush. I'm gonna take a small amount and casually drape it. Remember when that was a thing, like beauty marketers, they need to stop with this. I'm gonna just kind of like sweep it right here. So like smile and like right on the apples and then bring it back. And that's perfect. Oh yes, back alive, back in action. I'm gonna do one last blend. I'm gonna mist myself with that mist I've been using the entire video, the Fix It, Forget It spray from Lancome. Add mascara, brow gel, and then the lip. I seriously almost forgot to highlight. I don't know what's wrong with me. Everything's just becoming one big blur. But I want something that has like a pinky undertone, not gold, not silver, pink. like a pink beige. So I'm gonna use this Flex highlighter from Milk Makeup in the color Lit, using a Smashbox Precise Blush Brush. And finally for the lip, like I said, I'm just gonna use a gloss, keep it really simple, let the eyes stand out. But I do always like to outline my lips to make them look fuller, even if it's just with a clear gloss. And for that, I always use BFF from ColourPop. It's the perfect tone for my natural lip color. And then gloss, I'm debating between the Patrick Ta, Chloe, or Angel Gloss. I don't know, it'll be a mystery. I'll show you guys in a bit. The lip I ended up using is She's an Influencer by Patrick Ta. Influencer just doesn't resonate well with me. I prefer creator, but it is what it is. We're not gonna get into that right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know if you're gonna step outside your comfort zone, step out of the box, and try red eyeshadow this holiday season. And I hope that this tutorial made it really easy and clear for you guys to recreate it on yourselves. So make sure to share this video with whoever you think might wanna be the center of attention this holiday season. Maybe they need that little push and you wanna see them rocking a red eyeshadow. Share this video with them, give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on tomorrow's video. Bye guys. Mwah. Make sure to not die this holiday season. I ended up going with the Patrick Ta, Patrick Ta. Waka waka, why do I always feel like a remix? Welcome back to 12.9. 12.9? What the F? Okay. Maybe it's because it allows me to like really blend a predator. 9 shades of red. Ooh, ooh. How do I even try?